Today's episode is brought to you by Eagle Energy. Eagle Energy is a caffeine-based inhaler. It is replacing coffee and those high sugary caffeine drinks that take 30 to 45 minutes to kick in. Eagle Energy only takes 30 to 45 seconds to kick in. I love using it when I wake up first thing in the morning. It gives me a little jolt to the day. It focuses me on the task at hand, and it assures that I stay focused and relentless on what I want to do. It doesn't make me lazy. It just makes me go balls to the wall. I honestly love this product. Make sure to go to their website, eagle.energy, and pick up your Eagle Energy today. I use it, obviously. My friends use it. My parents use it. Every time we have a new guest on the podcast, they're always trying it out. They absolutely love the product. It's just a matter of time before you purchase your first Eagle Energy, and once you do, I guarantee you will not be disappointed. This episode is also brought to you by Herbal Active. Guys, if you have not used CBD products to this point, you are missing out. CBD extract has shown to reduce exercise soreness and improve recovery time to make you feel better a lot faster. Make sure to go to herbalactive.com and use the promo code HB20 to get 20% off your order. I've played sports my entire life, and at the age of 27, I am starting to feel those hits now more than ever. CBD has saved me from countless injuries, and I want CBD products to help you as well. So go to herbalactive.com. Once again, use the promo code HB20, get 20% off your order, and get back to feeling 100% you. All right, fellas, we're going here. Welcome to the High Button Podcast. I appreciate you guys coming on. I know you guys are in the middle of a... Is it a big media tour or is it like a mini media tour?
Yeah, it's pretty big. We're unveiling the logo, team colors, and everything.
That's sick. So you guys are getting a feel for the city. Have any of all... Actually, you know what? Let's go around and introduce all three of you to the listeners, because I know who you are, but the listeners don't. So we'll start and we'll go clockwise.
Cool. I'm Austin Shanks, number 11 for Rochester Nighthawks, and I'm from just outside Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, Kyle Jackson from Sarnia, Ontario, about 3 hours outside of Toronto, number 47 for the Nighthawks right now.
Right on.
And Jake Withers from Peterborough, Ontario. I'm also a Nighthawk, a number 18. Happy to be here in Halifax.
Unreal. Before we get talk about lacrosse, we're going to talk about something serious here, fellas. So there's been no professional lacrosse here in Halifax. Well, there's never been. And a couple of us, you know, we're higher up there in the lacrosse rankings. You got me, Jasper, Bump, Dunny, a couple other boys. If I'm not naming you, you know who you are. And we were the big wigs in Halifax. We play the game. You know, we go to the bar, the girls say what's up. That's over now because they know you guys are coming here.
Long gone.
So what this is right now, we had a meeting yesterday. We had like a potluck, brought food, we talked it over. And what this is a passing of the torch. You guys get to run with it, and you guys get to run the city of Halifax when it comes to the sport of lacrosse. So congratulations. We'll just give a little round of applause to each other right here. So congratulations. That's a big honor. You guys might not think it now, but you'll see down the road. That's a big deal right there.
I don't know if we want the torch. So I think we want to, bring each other together and help lift each other up. So.
Oh, that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, we don't want to forget the roots of Halifax lacrosse. It started with you guys. So
wow.
Hopefully we can push that forward. But we have you guys right there next to us at the bar, wherever it is.
Well, here's what it is. We might as how many seats are you guys gonna have in the dressing room? Like we can just come in the dressing room and not play, but we can just like kind of be there.
Honorary players.
That'd be huge.
Honorary players.
Maybe
but based on the highlight that we saw, you might make the team.
Yeah.
So we haven't established that yet.
So anyone that's listening and doesn't really know what's going on, right before the boys showed up here, I showed them a little highlight package of myself, kind of cocky, kind of humble. And they said that I'm an NLL goal scorer there. So who knows, you might see me out there. I might not be on the media side of things. I might be out there with you guys.
Hell yeah.
So what is all you guys played college, all you guys played around the world, and now you're in the NLL. Most people don't make the NLL. So what do you think is the biggest transition from, playing... I don't want to say minors. What do I want to say? What's before the NLL? Just college?
Junior college.
Yeah, so what do you think the biggest transition was, I guess, from, college or junior to pro? Because it's different with every sport, with hockey, with everything. So what do you guys think the biggest transition was with lacrosse?
Probably for me on the offense was speed. Like the ball's just flying around, picks are going, you're sprinting on and off. Like summer ball is a little more relaxed. You can jog around a little bit, but summer ball or pro, you're just ripping. Everything's so fast. Like first couple of shifts of my very first year was like, holy, everything's just ripping by. And you kind of get your feet under yourself, but yeah, I'd say speed.
Do you ever have a welcome to the NLL moment?
I don't know. I haven't really got smoked. I don't think. I got stitches in my eye.
He got pushed around a little bit last year. Yeah,
That's
first
a
couple
lie.
games.
How old are you?
25 in a couple of days. February 24th.
Oh, there you go. Say happy birthday to you now.
Nice. Yeah.
What about you?
Humbling experience. I went zeros in my first ever NLL game. I was
Family in attendance?
family in attendance, and I'm an offensive player, so that's not a good look.
That's humbling.
But rebounded pretty quickly, but that was definitely humbling. But for me, the biggest adjustment, I think, is the mental side, because you're on your own pretty much 24/7. Aside from, we're lucky enough with our team right now, we get together every Wednesday and we can practice.
Yeah.
Not every team has that capability, but you're working out on your own, you're doing all the nutrition on your own, and we don't have the resources that NHL players have financially to make all those better decisions necessarily. So everything is pretty much on your own, and if you're not doing those little things every single day, then when you step out on the floor, the mental side of the game, the physical side of the game, it's all going to catch up to you. So if you're not willing to do it all on your own on a daily basis, you're going to get humbled pretty quickly.
That's a great answer. What about you?
I don't know. I was trying to think about that. I don't think I really had a humbling experience.
Cocky.
Yeah, seriously. Holy.
I mean, more so like the veterans we had last year. Some of the guys kind of whipped us into shape, and we kind of stepped out of line. They're like, backpedal here a little bit. So
Yeah.
nothing that comes to the top of my mind, but just the good group of veterans we had kind of whipped me and Shanksy's ass into place whenever we need it. Am I allowed to swear on the podcast here?
I guess so. The sponsors didn't say anything about not swearing, so
Okay.
I guess you're allowed to. All right, well, that's kind of cool. I've always wanted to play in the NLL, probably never will, so that's a good... you guys painted the picture there for me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So the team's moving to Halifax next year. What's the mood in the dressing room right now? Are they excited? A little unaware of what the city of Halifax is like? What's the talk in the room right now?
I think a little bit of both. It's a weird actually situation. Like, not too many teams have been in a spot where they're like, hey, like, you're playing out this year, but you're leaving after. And
Yeah.
I think some of the fans are upset, but like you said, you have to take it as an opportunity, right, and see the best of it. And really, we're focused on Rochester right now, but we can't wait to get out here.
Yeah, that's sick. Have you guys ever been to Halifax before this little tour?
This is
No,
my first time.
First
What
time.
What about what's the first time coming here? What are the thoughts?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Really?
Big
I
fan.
I like
love
our
it.
You're not lying. You're not.
No, I swear
I'm
to
a
God,
big
it's
fan,
awesome.
yeah.
I'm from a small town anyway, and right on the water. And right now, I'm living kind of just outside Toronto, and the hustle and bustle of that is too much for me.
You have a car
like it.
out there?
Have a car. Yeah,
That helps a little
But you
bit.
just sit in
Yeah,
traffic.
but you just sit in traffic, which is the worst.
Oh, no traffic here.
Driving
Yeah,
here,
no,
it was
massive.
amazing.
Oh, it's sick. How are you guys getting around here? The girls just driving you
Yeah.
around?
Yeah.
When do you guys go back?
Sunday.
When's the media? The media thing's tomorrow.
Tomorrow we
Yeah.
unveil colors and logo and everything.
Where are you guys staying at while you're here? You at a hotel?
Residence Inn.
Yeah, the
Residence Inn.
right off on the
downtown.
corner of Grafton and Art. It's like right by all the bars there.
Okay, sick.
Big fan of that street.
When did you guys get in?
Yesterday.
Oh, so you guys are here for the weekend. That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
Okay, recommendations for you guys to do. Go up Citadel Hill. Well, actually, what am I
We
saying?
did
Go
that.
to,
Yeah, we were there today.
did you? Did you
Yeah.
walk up or did you drive up?
Drove
Drove
up, but we
up,
got
yeah.
it and walked around.
Yeah, that's a sick spot. Go obviously down to the waterfront. You guys got dinner plans tonight?
I think we're doing something as a group.
Yeah, it's like one of the guys in the office birthday.
bit closer to the mic.
Sorry.
Stu Brown's birthday, big beauty.
Oh yeah.
He is a
Yeah.
big beauty. Good guy.
Bicycle thief place to go. Classy.
went
That's
there
where he took us last night. Yeah.
Was it?
Oh my
best
god!
best
yeah.
glass of red wine I've ever had.
Isn't it?
I think it ruined wine for me because I'd buy the
Yeah.
$9 bottles, but now I've had a taste of the greatness. How do I go back?
We didn't get to take a peek at the bill, but it was probably up there. Though.
Yeah, it was,
That's the thing you're not gonna like about Halifax is the taxes, man. The 15% gets you.
Yeah, that's
when you're
crazy.
tipping at the end of the night at the bar,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Especially come from upstate New York, where like 30 racks are like $10.
We just got back from Boston. I was telling you right before here, and we stopped in Maine and did a little bit of shop and just no tax or like 1%. It was
nuts.
just unreal. And then you come back here, get a Timmy's coffee, you pay 15%. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh man. Do you guys have Timmy's up in the States right now?
yeah, Rosh has them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Upstate New York's basically like Canada, so they
Yeah.
have them everywhere.
You guys Starbucks guys or Tim's guys?
Timmy's.
Tim's, you
I'm a-
have to roll up the rim.
Yeah.
Have you guys won yet this year?
No.
No.
Over.
0 for 3.
0 for 2.
Over.
My buddy, the other guy that's on the podcast, was 6-0 on the way up
Come
to
on.
Boston. 6-0.
What a beast.
On-
Go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
I know. We just
Damn.
Yeah.
every time we bought the coffee, we didn't reel it up. We just gave it to him, and then he ended up winning. 'Cause he had the good luck.
Yeah,
streak
he
had the
going.
touch.
Magic touch. You
Yeah.
gotta
Sometimes you
ride
need
that out.
So let's get back to lacrosse here a bit. What's it like playing up in Rochester? It's a part of the world I'm unfamiliar with, probably people in Halifax as well. What's the lacrosse culture like there? And yeah,
It's Rochester's probably, Rochester, Long Island, Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Probably the 3 big hotbeds in the States for lacrosse, actually. And box lacrosse for sure. I'd probably call it the mecca of box lacrosse in America.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
they're closest to the border, right there. Like Rochester, an hour and a half, so like the Canadian game kind of filtered in.
Yeah.
And they played upstate a lot, and they're pretty good. We actually coach like the Junior Nighthawks program. We start with the younger kids, and our teams are really good. They won a few tournaments. Like they were good at box, picked it up.
That's sick. It's always fun being in a community that like supports lacrosse.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They're very knowledgeable too, right? Like I know a lot of these places now in the States where they have box lacrosse, like people aren't really familiar with it. So when they're at games, they're yelling about stuff that they have no idea what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But when you talk to people, you see people out in the community, like, they know a lot about the sport and a lot about box lacrosse, especially, not just field down there. So.
And they've been pretty privileged too with the players that have come through Rochester. They've won championships, obviously, but guys like John Grant Jr., one of the greatest players to ever live, played in Rochester. So they've been privileged, and they've seen some pretty legit lacrosse players come through.
Yeah.
I remember watching a DVD probably 10 years ago, and it was back when John Grant was there and they won the championship. And it was in Rochester, and the atmosphere in the arena, I'm not sure if it's the same arena that you guys play in now, but the atmosphere from when watching it on TV was electric. Like when's the finals? When's the playoffs in the NLL? What month?
May.
Yeah, May, June.
So I remember there was a reporter in the DVD, the guy, and he was talking about how hot it was in the arena and how the whole place was just thick, like you could see the sweat in the air. And one of the best lacrosse games ever played. I wish I could remember which game or what year it was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What's the name of the DVD I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, and
War
I
on
feel
the
like
Floor?
War on the Floor.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
That was the greatest movie ever
It's
made.
the best movie.
How sick is that?
It's unreal.
It's battle.
Okay,
It's
man.
a war.
You should show that, like,
the two guys
the
are-
whole thing's on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Pat Coyle is up there.
Yeah, Patty Coyle.
Yeah, he's the host, isn't he?
Yeah, host with what's his face from the
Like some of the
Leafs.
segments they got on there, though, it's just like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, here
This
we
is
go.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
War on the Floor.
The box scratch hits. Like most of these hits, you'd be suspended nowadays.
Oh, and it's nuts. Like
at
that.
that.
That is so dirty.
You can't.
You're going to the box for a $5 for that.
These guys are warriors.
How much fun is it? How much fun is it playing in Toronto? By the way, ACC.
It's sweet.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Is that
it's
the
cool.
best? Is that the best place to play in the NLL?
It's just really cool because, like,
no.
as a kid going
No.
there and like watching Toronto Rock games, because that's the team we were closest to go watch. Like, and now you're the one out there
Yeah.
playing, and little kids are watching you. It's pretty cool.
Where's the best place to play in the NLL though?
Saskatchewan, from a fan standpoint,
Yeah.
right now, it's electric in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
I really
You
like
want-
Buffalo too,
Extra.
just because the
Buffalo's
rivalry
good.
we have.
Buffalo's cool.
It's
Like
like
you
an hour
want
away.
I think of it like Seattle, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That kind of atmosphere, how
Like
they
the
say the
12th man type
fans.
thing?
That's the exact
Yeah.
same in Sask.
Calgary's pretty cool.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Toronto's just cool because your whole family comes because
Yeah.
everyone's from that area.
Yeah.
So it's always packed with everyone that you've ever grown up playing lacrosse with or has watched you play lacrosse.
Yeah.
So that part's pretty cool. But this stuff, like you can't do,
Like,
you
look
can't
at
do
that.
this anymore.
Oh.
I remember when I first started playing lacrosse, I was, I don't know, grade 4 or 5. And they showed us this DVD to like, all right, here's lacrosse, welcome. And at first you're just like, I don't want to play this shit. And
Yeah,
then you
it's
get out
miserable.
there and you're just like, okay, I'll give it a shot.
It's just war.
This movie is old school though because I teach a leadership class at a high school.
That's the best class in the world. I was in that class.
That's unreal. And so
What a play.
I asked them if they had seen this. Not one single kid in their grade 13 year had ever seen War on the Floor. They didn't even know what it was.
Did you show it to them?
Showed it to them.
When you guys When you guys are in leadership, do you guys go on that trip? Like
Yep.
winter survival trip?
Yeah.
Where do you guys go for that?
Muskoka.
Sick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This,
pretty good.
they,
But yeah.
they need to start showing like younger kids these kind of videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how tough
Maybe they
it
wouldn't
was.
complain.
Oh.
There's something about playing lacrosse in the summer compared to the winter that I love more. Like playoff time, there's something about it that just... I've played hockey at a high level, and don't get me wrong, hockey playoffs are insane as well. But there's something about lacrosse in the summer that just goes like around playoff time that I just absolutely love. And anyways, back to what we were talking about, the story in the DVD, the place was just absolutely electric. Could you guys see your arena in here, by the way? Has it shown? Has there been a Rochester
That
club?
one's Vancouver. There hasn't been Roch yet, no.
Yeah, anyways, I guess we can't.
They love going after the goalies. Eh?
Yeah,
Back
but
in the day,
you can't do that
Bob
anymore.
Probert.
You'll get jumped.
Okay, so that's sick. Everything's settled up here then in Halifax. When do you guys think you're going to be making your way to Halifax before the season? Because the season starts in January.
December.
December.
First week in December will be like the first game. Then hopefully we'll have like an exhibition game in November to get the crowd out and
Okay.
let them know what it is before the actual season starts. And hopefully me and Wiz and KJ will get down here before that and find
Yeah.
a place to live and really come to the community and check it out.
When you guys came down here earlier, I saw you guys had a picture in the Chronicle Herald. I don't know how long ago
Yep.
it was, but did they have the turf out there on the floor, or was it ice?
No, it was ice.
Have you
It was kind of weird. There was like a learn to skate going on. And they didn't have the turf yet. They're ordering it. It's in the process.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't have it yet.
Question, because I haven't played on turf much, only up there in Prague. What would you guys rather play on, turf, cement? Well, there's only the two, turf or cement.
Turf.
No, and there's they play out in New West on like basketball court.
Yeah.
No, well that's
Hardwood.
is that, that's no
No.
good.
No, it's the worst.
It's hard.
by
It
far.
is,
hard,
yeah,
yeah.
because it just gets
Turf.
sweaty and you just slide. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy.
So turf is the best.
Oh,
Yes.
by far, yeah.
What kind of shoes are you guys? You're not wearing cleats out there.
Basketball shoes.
Basketball shoes?
Yeah.
Team give you those?
Yeah.
What's the league sponsored by right now? New Balance? Warrior?
It has a bunch of stuff. Epic, Warrior, Under Armour,
New
and
Balance.
New Balance.
What kind of heads do you guys use? Nike, Warrior?
Warrior.
Yeah.
Well,
well-
KJ sponsored by Warrior, Wiz sponsored by Under Armour, and I'm sponsored by Epic.
Do you have any Warrior stuff on you right now? I'll give you a high button t-shirt if you give me some Warrior gitch.
Not on me.
We're trying to get them to sponsor us.
That'd be
No,
sweet.
I got a good shirt though, old school shirt, but it's not Warrior.
No, it's alright. You're wearing it. It's all good. Okay, well that's sick, man. So when the season starts up, travel schedule. I'm always interested in travel. I'm sure every single one of you guys love traveling for the thing that you do. How does that work in the NLL? Are you guys arriving a day early, staying at the hotel, or you guys that's how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the travel schedule going to be like in Nova Scotia? Because what's the closest team? Toronto.
Yep.
So that's good. So is there teams out in LA?
There's a
Like
team
West
out in
Coast?
San Diego.
We just
Yeah.
played in
Diego.
San Diego.
So how many
It's
West
good.
Coast trips do you take in the year?
You usually play each West Coast team about once a year, and
Yeah.
it switches whether you go there or they come here. So
Okay.
you mostly play in your own division.
Oh,
Like we play this year Buffalo like 3 times, Georgia 3, but we only play the West teams like once.
okay.
So they try and keep you as close as they can, but you do travel over, yeah.
That must be an unreal experience
Yeah,
just traveling.
We were
made
lucky
San
enough. We
Diego.
went to San Diego already, and we're going to Colorado in April.
Yeah. And we moved our Sunday flight, me and Wiz, in San Diego to Wednesday, so we just stayed a couple extra days.
Went saw Tijuana.
Checked out LA. Yeah, we walked over to Tijuana.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh
man.
yeah. It was
That's
awesome.
so sick.
Just a few hours though. We didn't want to stay there before
Oh yeah,
the
everyone was
sun went
staring at
down,
us.
or after the sun
Completely
went
knew
down.
we were tourists. It was like kind of weird.
We stuck out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah.
Every cab that drives by, they honk at you like amigo, amigo. Like no, we're good.
Yeah. There's 45 dentists there.
Well, every other store is a dentistry.
It's nuts.
Wait, why?
I have no idea.
Some shady
it was
stuff
really
going on.
dentist. Go down the street, dentist everywhere. We saw at least 40. We were there for an
It's the
hour.
equivalent
Like
of a
that nice
massage
tea.
parlor.
Or a massage
Yeah.
parlor.
yeah.
Yeah. They have dentistries though instead.
Yeah, I don't know why.
On the West Coast, where's the best place to play?
I mean, this is me and Shanks' second year, so
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
we've only played in San Diego. KJ,
Calgary was fun, but
Yeah, we played in Calgary, San
Yeah,
Diego,
Calgary's cool.
Saskatchewan.
San Diego was pretty cool because it was the first home game ever.
Yeah.
Sorry,
In
where?
in San Diego.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a good fan base out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was that fan base where they didn't know what was going on, so they were just cheering about everything.
They're
Which
just,
kind
they're
of
just
made
happy
it.
to be there.
Yeah.
Chanting, yeah.
Yeah.
they had the cars out there, like with the hydraulics, like lowriders and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about
Like,
the
they did it
spectacle.
We got them all on the floor.
Yeah, lacrosse is about the spectacle. Like you don't
Isn't
get
it,
that
though?
in
It's
a show.
hockey and all that other stuff. Like it's not the same. Lacrosse,
What's Calgary
you-
say? They say, "Come for the party, stay for the game."
Yeah.
Who said that?
Calgary, that's their like slogan.
Come for the party, stay for the game. That's what it is. It's pure entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why I think
It is.
it's going
It's
to
a
do
big
well.
show.
That's why I think it's going to do well here in Halifax because people like to drink. People like to watch a physical game. People like to watch skilled individuals. And that's all lacrosse is. Skill,
you're right.
athleticism, aggressiveness, and beer drinking, especially here. So and plus, well, you guys know like how many schools are here, right?
Yeah,
You
there's a
got
lot.
SMU, you got Dal, you got NSCC, you got King's College, you got
St. Mary?
St. I think I said St. Mary's. I don't know. Nonetheless, just a bunch of young people that want to have a good time.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's going to do really well here, and especially if other like talented cities are coming here to because we don't have a pro team here, right?
Yeah.
We got nothing. We got the Mooseheads, but it's based only on this part of Canada. Quebec is as far as you go. So I think like if there's teams coming here from like San Diego, should be doing pretty well.
That'd be quite the travel day.
Yeah.
My question
That'd
is,
be a lot.
who's the rivalry going to be against?
I feel like it's got to be against like Toronto or
Yeah, it's
Roch
gotta
or
be
something.
Or Boston gets a team.
It could be Roch.
Boston doesn't have it. I thought they. Oh no,
No.
that's field.
It could be,
Could
yeah.
be Roch because we stole the team and Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but they're gonna be gone though, or at least.
No,
They're
got
having a
They
team.
get an expansion team.
Yeah. So they're.
Wait a second. Riddle me this. So everyone that's on the team right now, come in here.
Comes
So
here.
who's going there then?
They're gonna have an expansion draft.
So it's like what Vegas did in an NHL, like
Yeah.
that type shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So they could take 2 guys, like our whole team can move here, then they could take like 2 of us back.
Wait a second. So you guys might not be on the team here in
I'm
Halifax?
assuming we'll get
No, we-
protected.
You can get protected,
Most
but
likely
you never
be
know.
protected.
Protected?
You never know.
Yeah.
You would hope so.
Well, it's a business.
You'd hope if they
That's-
bring you out here that you would be, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, of course. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm trying to think of a situation where you guys would be. No, I guess I got nothing there. All right, so the other sport, hockey, is a sport I played, and lacrosse and hockey come hand in hand. Have you guys ever played hockey?
play
Where?
hockey.
Yeah.
I feel like every lacrosse player plays hockey. No, you've never played.
Never played.
So you played.
Real good at pond hockey though.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
You just-
exactly.
you just put the puck in the net.
Oh, yeah.
So what about you two? Where did you guys play hockey at?
Lambton,
Okay.
right around Sarnia. Lambton
Yeah.
Junior Sting, AAA.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played in Peterborough.
Okay.
I-
In the O?
No. Like just growing up minor hockey.
He wishes.
What's so funny about that?
Well, we all wish. I think-
No, I played AAA for half a year in minor midget, like your draft year. So I grew up like 20 minutes outside of Peterborough, the actual like city.
Yeah.
So I used to grow up playing like with all my buddies in single A, and then I got called up for half a year AAA. But lacrosse was always the sport for me.
Was it?
Yeah, I could never really skate. I was a hard worker. I had decent hands, but I couldn't skate. I was a gauger.
Yeah.
Just
Dirty Gage. He's a beast.
this guy that we work for the team in Rochester, and he's
Yeah.
like a part of it. He deals like personnel.
Yeah.
But he's like a god there because he played for the Americans like back in the day.
Yeah.
He has all their records.
Yeah.
But he always jokes like he could fill the net, but he could never skate good enough to like get that bump to the NHL.
Yeah.
So he's like an AHL lifer. But like
Yeah.
you go to like an AHL game, like we went to the Americans game like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they had him like trivia thing for him up on the jumbotron. Like
Yeah.
we were just
His
dying
memory-
laughing. So you like see him like him in the office, right?
Yeah.
And then you go there and he's like
He's
a
a
god. All these lifelong American fans were just
His
like
numbers
chuckling.
retired and everything in the rafters. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like he's
He's
a
a
legend
beast.
there. Legend.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
So,
Like, he
yeah.
lives like a double life.
Yeah.
He's in the office, but then he's an
Did you see
all-star.
the
Yeah.
Dewey's got like just silver fox, like nice hair.
Yeah.
That's so
Beast.
sick.
We gotta get him listening to the podcast.
We got to get him on the podcast.
Legit,
So
yeah.
where does he live right now, sorry?
In Rochester.
In Rochester.
He's got some good stories.
How long's the flight here from Rochester? I guess you just leave from New York
We
we
go
flew to Newark.
Roch, yeah, to Newark,
Flew-
New Jersey.
and then you flew
And then
here.
flew here. Yeah, there's no directs. Rochester's a pretty small airport.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It was crazy actually. The flight, like our flight was overbooked, so
Yeah.
they're trying to give us some vouchers. We almost had to
Yeah,
take
we
them.
Did
almost.
you get any?
No, it was
we almost
$3
did.
grand, but we had to do all this today, so we had to fly out this morning and miss it all. So
Yeah.
it was close.
Yeah, we almost pulled
Three, like,
trigger.
we can do a lot with $3 grand each.
Yeah.
Like there's a trip to the Bahamas paid for.
We almost pulled trigger.
Bahamas is a lot better than this place right now, I tell you. Here's the key when you guys come here. Try to live in an apartment where you don't have a driveway so you don't have to shovel. Obviously, you have snow where you guys are from. Are you guys going to have like a house, like a lacrosse house here? You guys
Probably
are all
apartments.
figured
I don't
out.
know
That'd
yet.
be nice.
I keep thinking you guys are like in college or something. Like you guys are professionals. You got to have your own house and shit.
Yeah.
The girlfriends come with you? They stay home.
KJ's does.
I've got a fiance right now.
How was
Yeah.
Valentine's Day for you yesterday?
It was low key.
Low key?
Yeah. I didn't
you
have
wanna
to really do much because I already did the big.
Well, what'd you do?
Well, I proposed, obviously.
You proposed?
Yeah, not on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
January 1st.
Oh, okay.
Proposed. So I got like the big thing out of the way. So Valentine's Day was kind of low key. It was
Low key? How
Hey.
did you propose? Actually I'm not gonna say that, but how did you propose?
Yeah, you can't say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I brought all of her close friends and then family members. Brought them all. She's from Philadelphia area right now,
Philly.
so I flew them in and then had a couple of my buddies stay there and
Sick.
we celebrated downtown
Unreal.
Toronto. Yeah, it's good.
So when you move here to Halifax, she's not coming with you? Or I guess you can't say that. That's kind of personal. You don't have to say that. It's in a mix.
Yeah, but we'll leave it up in the air. We'll get back on the podcast later on as
Yeah.
the season unfolds and everything, and then we'll get more into it.
That's another thing I didn't even think about. Once the season gets going, all the boys will be able to come on the podcast as the season goes.
For sure.
Yeah.
How many guys are on the team in a year? 20?
25.
And then so it'll be like 30 with me and the other guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
Boys.
Well, maybe you guys.
Well, I don't know. It might not be if you take spots.
That is true. I'm telling you, after this, if you guys got time, I'll show you my highlight package. Like I'm not messing around here. Like
I'll FaceTime
I wore,
coach.
I wore
we
the
can
tight
find-
shirt so you can see the muscles a bit. Like I know how to play the game. Like I can take a hit. You know what I mean? But if I make the team, who was I talking to? I was talking to a guy in the organization, and he said that you guys are going to have open tryouts.
Yeah.
So automatically I thought of, have you guys ever seen the movie Invincible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they have the open tryouts?
Mark
You're gonna be
Wahlberg.
Papali.
Marky
You're
Mark.
gonna
So
be
that's
Vince
what-
Papali,
That's exactly.
Yeah. but better.
Well,
Not just special teams.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I can't be taking.
Well,
Can you fight? Our fighter's getting up there, so
No, man, I can't fight. I'm a softie. I stay away from. I just stay in front, not in front of the net, to the side of the net.
you can't admit that right now. If
I
you're
don't
trying
care.
to make a
Everybody
spot-
knows. That's how the podcast does well. You got to be honest. If you lie, people call your bullshit. So that's what you do. You just be honest.
Smart.
And
Yeah.
people keep listening.
Smart.
But no, to answer your question, no, not a fighter. Big softie. Goal scorer. I've had so many guys that want to come on this podcast right now and talk to you guys because they want to say the exact same thing that I'm saying. They're like, I can play with you guys. I can do it.
We heard it. We went out once and we heard it.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
last time the two of us were here,
Yeah.
we went out and we got a couple
Big crew.
couple
They
guys.
were-
Who was it? Do you know? You don't have to drop any names.
no, there's some old guy.
Oh, it was
he
probably
like,
Rod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roddy. Was it Roddy? Yeah, Roddy.
I knew right away.
He was-
That's
yeah.
my coach's senior.
What a beauty he was.
That's awesome.
It was him and his crew.
Yeah, well, that's our team.
Yeah.
We're the orangutans.
So we hope to see you boys there tomorrow again.
Well, yeah, we are going. So,
Nice.
so outside the high button, we also do like video content. So, like when we first started the podcast, it sucked. I mean, we didn't suck. It just wasn't relevant. So we started doing video content. We started interviewing people on the streets. We started going to events, and the next thing you know, like the video content picked up, and the downloads for the podcast picked up, and then that kind of just turned into a business. So when you guys started coming here, first thing, reached out to your organization. Hey, what can we do for you? How can we help you? Bada boom, bada bing. Now you guys are here. But the event tomorrow, we're going to be there with the camera and the microphone here, and we'll be talking to you guys again.
Nice.
And to fans and to
Perfect.
owners.
Sounds good.
So all that good stuff, it'll be good. But anyways, back to Rod. What was he saying?
He was just like, he was telling us if we want to play senior B, come on out here for the summer.
Yeah,
And
of
we're like,
course.
yeah,
You should. Man, it's a great
Not
time.
opposed to it.
It's a great time. Like living here in the summer. I got a cottage like an hour away. You guys are more than welcome to come.
Yeah.
Like if you guys come to the city, live here. That's the thing. You know how I said there's a bunch of schools here. They're all from Ontario. They're all from out west, and they say they're going to come to school here, and then they're going to go home in the summer. No, that's not how it
Stay.
works. They stay. So many lakes. I know Ontario only has like Muskoka, but the rumor is it's like an hour to get there on a Friday because everyone's stuck in traffic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, traffic's bad.
Boys, we got lakes right down the street here. Like telling you, it's a great place to live in the summer. I'm not trying to convert you guys, but
No, yeah.
it's a
No,
sick
well,
place.
Yeah, well, me and Shanksy, we're going out and playing out west probably this summer. So
Yeah.
Oh, were you
Maybe-
guys playing out west? Adnac?
we're not too sure yet, but somewhere around the Vancouver area. It's kind of in the works too.
Yeah.
If you pay them more, they'll play here though.
pay them. Yeah, that's the thing. We got no budget here. I can't pay you. Well, if you guys want to come on the podcast, I can give you free exposure, but I can't pay you.
Eagle Energy.
Yeah, well, maybe Eagle Energy will give us a
Hook it
little
up.
bit more money here. Shout out to Elliot. I remember from Nova Scotia, like it's a new sport here. You guys are from different parts of Canada where lacrosse has been solidified for such a long time. I remember being maybe 13, 14, going out to Coquitlam to play in my first national tournament. And my first ever professional game that I got to see was against the Adnacs, the yellow jerseys in that rink. And I remember just falling in love with the game 10 times more because I actually saw how it was played professionally. In essential, like from the top of my head, I'm just assuming that you guys grew up in that because you guys come from a place where lacrosse is, you guys are nasty. Like we used to go to these tournaments and just get hammered by you guys. Stay humble. But did you ever have that feeling growing up going to national tournaments? Because I'm assuming all of you did. Did you guys get to realize, okay, where I'm from, we're a lot better than other places in the world? Because we definitely had that feeling coming from Nova Scotia when we played against guys like you. Did you guys have maybe a sense of pride? It's like, okay, I'm from Ontario, I'm from where I am. Did you guys ever have that feeling or?
Yeah, I mean, we went in and we wanted gold.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone has that identity though. They want to go in and win. So we had that. We knew we were elite, a part of the elite group.
Elite.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a good confidence. We used to go in there knowing that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was kind of cool too. Like our age playing like in Pee Wee nationals, and then going all the way up and playing in midget. Like it was always usually like Ontario, BC, and then the Iroquois. And then kind of when we got to like midget, like Alberta started getting a lot better, right? Like they beat us the one game.
yeah.
And then I think even now Saskatchewan's like getting up there, like they're kind
yeah.
of competing.
The whole country is just,
Yeah,
it's more
like
basketball.
lacrosse,
almost.
in
It's more
general is
fun.
growing.
Yeah,
but definitely
it
back in the
is.
day, yeah, like I hate to say it, but yeah, we'd hammer like, Nova Scotia and stuff. Like I think a few games were like 28-1 and stuff like that.
The fans are listening right now.
No, I love Nova Scotia lacrosse. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just being honest, like you said.
Be honest.
Well,
So-
one of my funnest national years was Bandamere with Wiz. We lost the round robin to Iroquois and BC, and then we had to play BC in the semis to get in. We beat them, and then we played Iroquois in the finals. We were down like 6-4, I think, going to the third, and we came back and won. So like that was a cooler championship than I think our senior field year. We won 20-something-0 against Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously losing those games and then coming back and winning was way cooler.
Yeah, and mine like playing nationals too in Ontario. Like on that Bantam team, we had I think 4 or 5 guys that are in the NHL now. Like Scotty Lawton, you know him on Philly.
Yeah.
He was our captain.
Nick Ritchie.
Rings a
Yeah.
bell.
He's got a brother Brett
he's
Ritchie
on
too.
Dallas.
Okay.
No. Brett's on Dallas. And
He's
then
on Anaheim, I think.
He's on Anaheim. Was Shorzy on that team?
Devin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Devin
he
Shore
was
Devin was on this podcast.
Oh, was he?
You know, he married a girl I went to high school with, and the high school's right up the
Oh,
street.
really?
Yeah,
Maggie,
I grew up with him playing. He played on my minor team and everything.
Oh, yeah? He just got traded to Anaheim.
Yeah, he goes
Tough
to this.
goal.
He went to the school that I teach at.
No way.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Hill Academy.
Yeah.
Such a small world.
Yeah,
Well-
the hockey and lacrosse community in Ontario is like
Shorzy was
usually guys
legit.
that play.
He was a good lacrosse player.
Drake Cajula
Was
on
he?
that team.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was real.
Shorzy
good.
was really
He
good.
dirty.
Oh yeah.
So a guy like that, you got to make a decision. Because
Yeah.
was he good enough to play in the NLL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
He
he
never
was.
played long enough to really
Figure it
keep
out.
it out.
I think he
but
made the right decision though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Going
he
to
made the
Maine,
good
yeah.
one. Yeah.
He's one of the smartest people you'll ever meet.
Like academically?
Yeah.
all of the
Genius.
above. Mentally, he's got the capacity to probably play at whatever level he wants.
And to have any job he wants, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Really?
Drake Cajula was on that team too. He's a beast.
Really?
He won the Final Four MVP with South Dakota, and then he plays for the Oilers now.
North Dakota.
North Dakota, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he won
He was
the
MVP of the Final Four.
the
and they won
NCAA
it.
championship there.
Really?
2004,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then he plays for the Oilers now. Yeah, we had a good friggin' we had an athletic group for that.
What year was this? Sorry,
2000.
you said it was a national team.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
our
it's a
Bantam
material
national
Bantam.
team.
That's
So-
sick. I hope Shoresy's listening to this right now.
What up, Shore?
What up,
Yeah.
Shore?
They always used to kick our ass. Like Shanksy played with him in Whitby.
My
And
Whitby team
being
was
from
nasty.
Peterborough, like we were at, that was the only team I could never beat. When I was like the overage guy, second year.
I remember the first time I went to a national tournament. We had good gear. We had okay jerseys. And we got there, and Team Ontario. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to tell a Team Ontario story because I'm going to pump your tires. So I'm not even going to tell that one.
Nice.
I'm going to tell an Iroquois story.
They got
So
swag.
we get to not to practice. We get to the rink like an hour early, and each team gets a practice before the tournament starts. And the team that's on before us is the Iroquois. So we've never seen an Iroquois practice before. Each and every single guy, not each and every guy, but I'd say 75% of the team is using the wooden sticks. And they're hitting each other like they're in a real game. They're slashing, each other like they're in a real game with these wooden
yeah.
sticks.
Yeah.
None of us have seen we've seen one, but we've never used one. And I remember our first game was against Iroquois. I don't think I've ever felt a level of fear before a lacrosse game because we got to watch their practice. If the coaching staff made a mistake, it was getting to the rink early for us to see that practice. And then I remember at the end of they kicked our ass. It was huge. They kicked our ass. And then after the game, we all got a picture together and we were best buds for the rest of the tournament because
Nice.
honestly, they taught us a bunch of stuff. Like
Yeah.
as soon as the game, obviously they knew they were on a different level than us, but as soon as the tournament was over, they were just fucking great guys. It was such a great time.
Yeah, that tournament's always cool for like bonding.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then the trades after is cool. Like
Yeah.
the trade gear. With them.
That's the best
It's
part of it,
crazy.
to be
it was
honest.
awesome.
Yeah, we were both in Israel for the World Championships this
Sick.
past summer, and it's just mayhem there because everybody's just trading gear. That's all they want.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they want to actually play lacrosse. They just want new gear.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the pool there and looking over, and you guys were with what was that team? Remember you guys did that clinic with them beside the hotel?
Oh yeah,
Istanbul?
No,
It was-
Kenya?
Yeah,
Or-
Team Kenya.
Kenya or
Kenya.
Jamaica,
Yeah.
one of the other, something like that. Yeah,
And they're like doing like a little mini clinic with them right outside the
it
hotel.
was wild.
That's so like that's great.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's-
Like no English, just playing lacrosse. That was it.
I love that. Lacrosse is its own language.
It's growing too. Some of the countries that are there, you're like, it's crazy that they even know what lacrosse is. You know what I mean?
Like Kenya, like what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
blew
was
my mind.
crazy.
And that's honestly, you guys might not think of it. You guys are going to help us a lot. Like I could probably keep up with you guys. It's not a big deal.
sure,
but
yeah.
for other people, like my neighbor, he sucks at lacrosse. If you guys can come over,
You got the backyard. You got a net back there.
I got a trampoline back there. We could fucking bounce if you
Rig
want.
something up. Yeah.
Oh man. So like I don't know if you guys drove in, but playing lacrosse on the street, I've been grounded a couple times.
Do the Crosby? You got a washer and a dryer or something?
No, it's definitely not a Crosby house. I don't really have any stories like that growing up about lacrosse, but actually I know. So me and my buddy Jasper Goodwin, shout out to Jasper. That's another elite guy here. So he's probably going to be on the team too.
Nice.
You guys want to say hi to him?
What's up, Jasper?
What's up, Jasper?
See you soon.
See you soon. So me and him grew up in the same neighborhood, actually not in this house, right down the street, and there was a big wall right in front of our house. Actually, not right in front of our house, like 2 houses down. So 2 houses down, it was this house. It was a family, nice people, but you know, sometimes you miss the ball. You're chucking the ball back and forth in the lawn, and the ball, you know, goes on the driveway, goes on the lawn, goes through a window. So times like that, that's probably our Crosby story. But those people hate us, and the kids eventually grew up, and they still hate us. And so look, that's how lacrosse kind of ruined our relationship in our neighborhood, and then we moved up here. Shout out to that family. But yeah, like when you guys come here, and if you do decide to stay in the summer and do junior or senior lacrosse, it'll help, especially with the younger community, because like, you know, us being the better guys now, we'll get called out to younger kids practices, you know, we'll show them a thing or two, but now you guys are just going to be getting the call. Like, and honestly, that's fine with me if you guys go out there and show the kids a lot, and then that'll, you know, maybe one day we'll be able to compete. Well, I think Nova Scotia still is able to compete with Ontario, Quebec, and Iroquois now, at least a little bit, but like having you guys here will help tremendously. Absolutely, with the younger kids.
Roch, like we like getting out to teams and coming out and just coaching for a little bit and just giving the coaches just like a different point of view even, and just some things we learned and we like to do just to help them and grow the game and make them better.
Do you guys do a lot of community work?
Yeah, tons.
Yeah. You guys, what do you guys like? Go to schools?
Yeah, we go to schools. So
yeah, we go to schools and do anti-bullying. We do Healthy Hawks, so we talk about diets.
Cool.
Lacrosse 101 to teach kids lacrosse who don't play it. We go to teams who are already established and just help out a bit.
Sick.
One of my favorite ones, we did the McDonald's house and we made dinner for the people coming home from the hospital. So
What'd you make?
We made spaghetti. First time
meatballs?
Ever. No. Was it meatballs?
Wow.
No, it was just meat sauce. And then some cookies.
Some
big batch of cookies.
What kind of cookies?
There was like the ones that comes in like the cylinder. You just cut them off.
Or
I forget what they're called.
Doughboy?
Yeah, like the Pillsbury one.
Pillsbury.
Yeah, they're the best cookies.
You guys ever make pigs in a blanket? That's my go-to for potluck.
Real.
So you get the Pillsbury dough, get some hot dogs, you get some cheese, you wrap it up. That's my Super Bowl go-to.
Nice.
You
watch the Super Bowl this year?
Fuck.
Go Pats.
You a Pats fan? No.
I'm just a Super Bowl guy. I don't watch football.
Yeah.
You?
I know he's a big Pats fan. So
Oh yeah, congratulations.
I won some money. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
You got to. That's just like betting on Floyd Mayweather.
It's just like printing money.
It's pretty easy stuff.
Yeah.
Terrible Super Bowl.
Brutal.
Awful.
It was I did an ad promo for Eagle Energy, did a little halftime inhale, and I was like, you know, that first half of the Super Bowl was a little bit of a snoozer. Wake up, Eagle Energy. They loved it. You gotta think like that.
Yeah, that's smart.
You said you were a teacher. What are you teaching? Where are you teaching? What
The
grade?
Hill Academy. It's a sports school, so it's hockey and lacrosse.
Sick.
We only have like 170 students, and it's in literally a hockey arena. So it's kind of a pretty cool setup. Like the kids go. We've got 4 pads. Basically, have all the pads for the hockey kids, and then out back we have portables for our classrooms.
Yeah.
Teachers' offices upstairs and whatnot. But it's super small, and every kid that goes there, pretty much sole focus is either NHL, NCAA, or OHL.
No.
That's about it.
There's only like he said 170, but they're all elite.
So like elite of the elite.
Yeah. It's pretty cool atmosphere to go into every single day because the kids aren't.
They want to learn.
They want to learn. They want, and like from hockey standpoint, like they want to be the best. They want to do everything they possibly can to make it to the NHL, and then it's kind of like fallbacks NCAA, or you know what, I'm academically inclined, so I'm going to go to the NCAA, NHL. Like I probably could make it, but I'll go to the NCAA.
That must be a cool experience because I'm feeling kids these days with the ADD going on don't really, they want to win, they want to learn, but to be around a group of kids that want to be there and want to get better, that must be such a cool experience. Just like coaching you guys want to get better, you guys want to win. Yeah. That must be a sick experience.
It's awesome. Our lacrosse staff alone, I think we have 8 or 9 professional lacrosse players in our staff alone. So the kids literally come to learn lacrosse from the best of the best. it's pretty awesome.
So what do you teach at that level? Fundamentals? Or like, because you can only teach so much.
We have young kids. We have an elementary school and then we have high school.
Yeah.
And so the younger group, you're kind of teaching fundamentals to it, but to a different degree. Like they kind of know more than passing and catching, but you got to teach them a little subtleties here and there. Whereas our senior team, I mean, we've been number one for the past 2 years. We won 2 championships last year.
That's including the states.
Yeah.
What's the name of the school, sorry?
The Hill Academy.
The Hill Academy.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some research after this.
So our senior team, like you're not really teaching, you're teaching like fine-tuned things to these kids that will make them more than elite.
I want to ask you guys a question about lacrosse as a whole. As I'm sure all three of us know, basketball has changed over the past couple of years. It's turned into like an outside shooting Steph Curry type game. Has lacrosse changed at all at the professional level the past 5 years? Even hockey's changed.
Yeah.
Has lacrosse changed?
The athleticism has changed. Like
In
you
what
can't be
sense?
out of shape anymore. Like back then, you could have been a little bit out of shape. Kind of like the NHL, like how like guys would go out before games or whatever. Like you can't do that anymore. Like like us, we're all young, athletic, like strong. Like you can't.
I know
you
what
have
you
to be
mean.
in shape
Yeah.
now. Yeah, you as well.
Yeah, I know, I know.
So I think that aspect, just from what like watching and from what I've heard from older guys, like it's a faster young man's league right now.
Do you guys? No, you go.
A lot less physical, like you said, like the NHL. From just watching the war on the floor there, right, to now, like it's a lot more like you got to be a lot more athletic, and it's a lot less like slashing guys in the head or cross checking them in the head, right? It's more like you got to talk more, communicate, you know what I mean, work through picks, and it's more like a team defense as opposed to let's beat up the other team as much as we can.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of that anymore.
No, like they're trying to call it too, like call those, at least from a defensive standpoint, like they're trying to make it so you can't clutch and grab as much as you used to, like
Just like on a pick and roll or something,
yeah,
you can't.
just like the NHL like kind of made that change in 2005, 2006 kind of.
Yeah.
So it's more of a faster game, so it's more appealing to the common fan. You know what I mean?
Is it a young man's game right now?
I think the way
'Cause
it's going,
hockey is.
yeah, the way it's going too, especially with expansion and like trying to get more and more of the American kids that are coming out of NCAA schools more involved, so it gets bigger down there.
Yeah.
I think they're the higher ups in the league are trying to push it more that way, which is good and bad, right? Because at least for me, I like some of the older vets in the room, like
Love them.
They got better stories.
yeah, better stories.
Can you share a story right now?
I don't know.
You got something.
I don't know. I mean, like last year coming in as rookies, me and Shanks, like we had an awesome veteran group. So like, there's this guy, he's kind of like an urban legend. His name's Billy D. Smith.
What a name, first of all.
B-U-T.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
And
Hollywood
also
movie star.
probably one of the best defenders to ever play the game.
Yeah, ever. Like he's a horse.
Yeah.
Like you
Team
should
Canada,
look up some
box
highlights of
and
him.
field.
Is it worth looking up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Billy D.
Yeah.
Smith.
He's
What do-
Team Canada box and field. Like
What do I type in, sorry?
played in Buffalo.
Billy
Won
D-E-E.
championships.
Smith.
I hope
Lacrosse.
something comes up.
Well, there's one in like.
Thank you.
What do I
Billy.
like? A defensive.
Thank you,
That's
Bill-
him right
thank
there?
you, Billy D.
Go up,
Yeah.
go up.
Thank you, Billy D.
Thank you, Billy
Thank
D.
you, Billy D. Yeah.
We played in this game because he came and played for Rochester. the
Wow,
following year.
what a man.
Oh
He's
yes.
an animal.
He's a man.
Billy D. Smith. Look at that goal. Look at that celebration.
He's like 6'6", like 260 pounds.
Oh, wow.
This was in his prime where he scored goals,
So-
though. He was an offensive
We
player.
were just talking to Stu Brown last night, and we have a freak athlete on our team, Graham Hossack.
Yeah.
He's strong as hell, and they were doing a push-up test, and they're saying, like, everyone's, like, little whatever is going up, and Haas is a little up. Billy D's was so high, it was like a small car accident. His bench press, like,
Every time he cross-checks.
his power was like a small car accident, they said.
Against-
That's how much power he could
Is
produce.
he one of the toughest guys in the league right now?
He's done.
done now. Like,
But
yeah.
done.
easily the toughest. Like,
How much fun is it?
Scariest.
you
How
just
much
didn't
fun
want to
is-
play with him.
How
He's
much
like-
fun is it to have a guy like that on your team, though?
Incredible.
It's awesome.
It makes you relaxed, though.
Just
too.
his presence alone was incredible on the floor.
Even in the room, too.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
knowing he's coming out to war with you, you're like, oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah,
He's a
he
team
took
guy.
me and Wiz
Yeah,
under his
to the
wing.
max.
He was-
Those guys are so underpaid.
Oh,
like,
man.
guys like
Oh.
that should be getting way
That's
more.
what the common fan doesn't see, like the kind of stuff in the
yeah.
locker room. Like it goes so far,
He
man. To
brought
like
me
bring the
and
team
Wiz
together.
to a couple steak dinners on Friday nights when we got to the hotel.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
like,
that's
he
I
really
guess that's
took
a
us
pretty good
under his
story. Like
wing,
how he
yeah.
kind of took us under his wing. He promised all year, like I'll take you over, like you rookies, I'll take you out for a steak dinner. Like the season went on, we made playoffs, so we were playing Georgia. So he's like, all right, boys, like I'll finally take you out. So we go out, me and Shanksy and Billy. I think like 3 or 4 other guys tagged along, like other veterans.
Yeah.
So we sit down, like this guy, like anything you want. Like, oh, you want these? Like, maybe. He's like, okay, we'll get those. So we have like,
Oh, you gotta try these.
the appetizer alone was the whole table at this like nice steakhouse.
Yeah.
So like the whole
German
time he's like, yeah, I got the rookies. I got the rookies bill. So like we're eating like full dessert, spread everything.
Yeah.
The bill comes out at the end, like it's like up there, you know what I mean? And at this time, like all these other guys that are like just there kind of with us for dinner, they're like they don't know if they're gonna pay or not. Billy just fronts the entire bill.
No.
So we're like
He's that kind of guy.
yeah, like you're the man. So I don't know if his wife, hopefully his wife doesn't listen to this, but anyways. So after that, we beat Georgia, and then we went on our playoff run last year. So every Friday night from there on out, he would take me and Shanks over steak dinner. Like his wife came the one time, he took us with them. Like we had like 4 or 5 like steak dinners.
Won't let us play or pay. Wouldn't let us pay. Yeah, like we're like, okay, like we're second one, like let us no.
Yeah.
Third one, we're like, okay, we're paying for our own dinner.
Like and we're like,
No.
you know, usually like, okay, we'll get the tip. He's like, no.
Yeah,
Like, I got it.
Like beast.
You guys get per diem?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
pocket that.
What? Yeah, like he wouldn't let us.
Well, it depends what city you're in. There's a
Man.
casino.
Where does this guy live now?
From St. Catharines.
Man, that's the type of guy you get to have some stories that you got to get on the podcast and talk to.
Yeah.
He'd
like
come
that.
on.
It'd be
100%.
hours with you.
Love it.
hours.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even have to say a word.
You just sit
You'd
here and he'll just talk.
speechless.
That makes my job easier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and like our assistant captain Cody Jameson, he's another veteran like that, like great guy. He should be coming out here today with his wife. So
Was that the other guy who's here right now? Because
Yeah.
there were supposed to be 4 guys
Yeah,
here.
he's coming in.
Yeah,
right now.
they're flying
Graham
today.
No, he
Hoffman's
was coming in late.
and Cody Jameson are coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you want like
Cody's a
Haas would
legend.
come. He's a man of
Yeah.
Few
not
words.
many words.
Oh, so he'd be bad on the podcast.
He'd be bad.
You might
But
be able
Co-
to,
wrong with
you
that.
might be able to
would
open him up.
Cody would be awesome though, because he's like lacrosse legend. Like John Grant Jr., Cody Jameson.
Have you guys ever met John Grant Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah,
Peterborough.
where's-
He grew up like coaching me. I was always around him.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah, it's a beauty.
I was in his lacrosse camp once.
Yeah, I went to that too.
And did you get the maroon T-shirt?
I don't. It was so. I got a Harrow shaft, like one of the first girl ones I had, so it was like really thin in the middle. I used that thing for like 4 or 5 years.
Man,
Man,
those Harrow shafts were sick.
They're the
They
best.
were unreal.
Remember those shiny gloves they had?
Oh, yeah.
I had the red one. Someone stole them from me. Worst experience.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, get phased out. Like, the only time I ever see Harrow now is that trailer at the
Lacrosse
festival.
festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Bob Snyder on it.
Steinhaus is always there.
Yeah, Steiner.
Oh, that's so funny. I remember going. Yeah, so I remember going to his camp once, and he was hungover. You could tell. And we get there, and he's just like, "All right, so who saw what's the basketball players way back? Wallace. What was his first name? He had the big afro. Ben Wallace.
Yeah, from
Wallace.
the Pistons, right?
The Pistons, yeah, and he had like a huge block like the night before in an overtime game, and all right, boys, everyone huddle in. First question he asks everyone, all right, who saw the Wallace block last night? Everyone's like, what are you talking about? I'm here to play lacrosse. And he goes, no one's seen it? And everyone's like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. He goes, all right, everyone on the line, let's go. And he just sprints us. He makes us go back and forth like a couple times just because we didn't see the Wallace block.
Yeah.
And back then you're like, this guy's an idiot, but then now you look back and this guy's a beauty.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
He's the greatest player to ever play.
Of course.
Yeah.
Amazing. I remember I saw a play from him once. Blew my mind still to this day. He was going in for a loose ball, looks in the glass, sees his guy, looks for the reflection of the glass, passes off the glass. Or no, it doesn't pass off the glass, just goes like this because he's looking at his defender in the glass. And like I didn't know that level of lacrosse existed.
Yeah,
I was just
Every time he touches the ball, you're like, what's about to happen?
Yeah.
Like, he's just the most exciting player to ever watch.
we just retired his jersey too.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, and they had like a thank you thing like
Yeah.
they had for Billy there.
Yeah.
Looks like Shanks was saying, it looks like he like toys with goalies.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like he just like.
That's how I felt when I went to watch a team from Ontario play the first time when I was young. I remember playing in the All-Star game with one of you guys, and you just did,
Props on the All-Star game.
thanks,
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Not a big deal.
I thought that was going a different way. That story.
No, yeah, I'm used to it. I'll show you some awards when we're done here. And yeah, you guys someone just did the classic boom, boom, and then boom. And to me, that was like, what?
Yeah. It's
And like, I actually, after the game, I pulled one of the guys from Ontario, so I was like, teach me that right now. And I just remember you guys, yeah. Not you guys, but guys from where you're from. That definitely educated me.
Probably a Peterborough boy.
Yeah, right.
It's probably Palmer Cochran. You're 91, you said?
91, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Palmer Cochran.
Probably Peterborough boy.
Just not even a big deal to them. Just nothing. Just toying with us. And I remember guys on our team, like because there was a couple Nova Scotia guys, like, let's play on the same line together, like when we're on the All-Star game. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? No.
Go play with those Ontario
Yeah, like, I'm
kids.
going to be playing with you the rest of my life. I'm playing with the Ontario kids. And I remember I messed up on a shift once, and I came back, and they're just like, what are you doing, man? Don't do that. Do this. And then I went back out and did that, and just like, yeah, little experiences like that just made me a better player. And that's why I'm pumped that the team is coming here, because you guys are going to do that shit for all these kids that are playing lacrosse in this province right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's gonna do wonders. You guys might not think it, but it'll definitely give us a bump.
I'm pumped.
So I'm happy
Yeah.
you guys are coming, man.
Thank you.
We're excited.
We're coming up on an hour here, so what are the girls? Are they here? Are they in the driveway?
They're probably hanging out somewhere.
All right. The last couple minutes it's yours. So if you guys want to give a shout out to family, friends, the team, the coach, maybe let me on the team. Just give them a little rundown of me. But the last couple minutes is yours. If you guys want to say hi to Halifax or whatever, do what you got to do.
Shout out Chelsea McNeil. She's
that?
from here. She's from here. I went to school with her at Brewster Academy, New Hampshire.
good for
She
you.
actually texted me and said, I heard you on there, and she likes it.
There you
She
go.
likes your podcast.
Tell her I said appreciate it. Is that your girlfriend or something?
No,
Sup?
no,
Okay.
just
Say
a friend.
sup.
So,
The big cat.
Stop.
all right.
Where are we staying? The Residence Inn.
The residence in room 202. Yeah.
Wait, that's our room. How'd you know that?
No, is it actually?
No.
I am kind of psychic too.
314. But yeah, I mean, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, nothing but, warm welcomes. This, I mean, being the second time I've been here, meeting some of your friends and Roddy.
Roddy.
It's been nothing but, a warm welcome. So I'm excited to, get this. I don't want to sell out this season, obviously. Hopefully we get a championship this season with Rochester, and we come in full steam ahead next season for Halifax.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody's been super welcoming to us. It's been awesome. City's awesome. We were out on the boat today though. That was miserable.
Yeah.
Like,
Ferry?
Real
no,
cold.
with the Navy.
This little
It was
speedboat.
cold, man.
Yeah, it was
They let us
freezing.
drive though. It was cool, but then your hands they were numb.
Yeah.
I was just like stuck to the wheel.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that, are we?
I don't know.
My dad's in the Navy. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, you smooth
Yeah.
that over for us.
Yeah, no
and
worries, no
Get some
worries.
backlash. Maybe you get them as a sponsor.
The Navy?
That'd be big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not supporting any high button podcasts. Now maybe we'll see. If I'm ever up in Rochester though, you guys better repay the favor. I'm coming to see the game for
sure.
yeah.
You guys get free tickets?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a couch too. Nice big couch.
You got a couch?
You're
Yeah.
not
You do a
even gonna give them a
podcast
bed?
there.
Like in the rink?
No, in our
Oh, wait, your
apartment.
place. You guys all live together?
These
Me
two
and
do.
Wiz do. We've lived together for 4 years now, since junior year of college.
Oh, so
Yeah.
okay. Well, money's a bit tight. I don't know if I can afford a hotel, so maybe I'll sleep on the couch.
Come on by.
Do a pod, yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring the microphone gear. That'll be perfect. All right.
Sounds good, yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you guys for coming out.
Cool.
Everyone listening, thank you very much for the support. Make sure to go to all of our social media outlets. Like, subscribe, comment, YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, SoundCloud. YouTube. I think I said them all. High button. We're out.